Hello guys, welcome back to the very Road to Glory career mode on FIFA 20. This is Season 2, Episode 22. My name's Lad and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to start with a new player. Vegard Pedersen from Norway is somebody that we've been keeping an eye on for a while. And mainly because he has that solid player trait. I believe this guy has some good potential within him. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, 6'2", medium work rates. As you can see, pretty good physicals too for somebody that's only 19. We're going to have to work on his strength and his technical ability. He does have a secondary position of central midfielder, but again we're going to have to improve his technical skills, especially on the defensive side, if he's going to be able to be more balanced out than just a good attacking player. So on to today's games, and we have a very busy schedule at the end of August. We're going to start on Saturday the 15th as we take on Barnsley at home at Gig Lane, and Barnsley are newly relegated side from the Championship, so that'll be a tough game. And the tough games don't stop, as on Wednesday we take on Rochdale, who are our derby rivals. So again, that's going to be another tough game. And then we play on Saturday the 22nd. We travel to the Keep Moat to take on Doncaster. And we'll finish the episode by playing Coventry on the 29th. That's again at Gig Lane. And then we'll have the end of the transfer window on the 31st. So those are the games. Let's start with the game against Barnsley. Let's see how we get on. Opening game of the episode, and we're hosting Barnsley at Gig Lane. We've never played Barnsley before because they got relegated from the Championship, so this should be a hard game for us. And usually one of the new features I have is the previous results, but because we've never played them, I'm just showing you Barnsley's lineup here. Usually the previous results are on the bottom of the screen, but we don't have anything to show you there. But as you can see, they're playing at 4-1-2-1-2, so very narrow through the middle, so all the width is going to come from the fullbacks. We're going to have to make sure that we go wide to create our chances as often as we can. So here we go then. Let's see if we can try and get a positive result to start the episode. Into Barra. Barra takes the touch. Back to Franco. Oh, and that's a good effort from Schmidt. Probably should have done better. Now Yeboah. Opening 10 or 11 minutes have been pretty expansive stuff. Thiago to Spasov. Yeboah, can he pick out? Oh, and he couldn't get Panos at the back post. That was a good opportunity. Spasov pulled out to the left. He's been doing well with his link-up play with Yeboah. Here's Ferreira into Szoboszlai. Oh! Off balance when he took that shot, and Dannzy can't quite believe that. On his weaker side as well, he actually gets clattered here at the end by the defender, but he ends up ballooning it high and wide and not too handsome. Here come Barnsley, good interception from Demiroglu, and now Armenicus, chance to break. Oh, an interception, Dougal. Back to Panilos. Oh, and a chance here for Corley Woodrow. Good save from Fabiani, and another good save from Fabiani. A double save. Into Woodrow. Back to Barra. Barra into Woodrow. Into Schmidt. Oh, and I thought Barnsley were going to score there. It's another fantastic save. And at half time we go in 0-0, but it probably should be at least 1-0 to Barnsley. But for that man Fabiani, who has been a revelation since he signed as a free agent, let's face it. Ritzmaier takes on his man and gets fouled, but the referee waves play on. Barra. Oh, good step over. Oh, and another good save from Fabiani. The chance for Barnsley is coming ever so closer. Szoboszlai. Atkinson in behind the fullback here. Yeboah, oh, but he's gassed. Gonna have to pause and wait for support. Who've we got coming into the box? Yeboah to Thiago. Dinks it up. Szoboszlai's in. Oh, I thought he'd scored. What a chance that was. Swings in the corner. Oh, and Gorgas. Oh, and Szoboszlai was an inch away from connecting with that. Ritzmaier. And that's comfortable for Fabiani. And you sense that this is going to end 0-0 unless somebody can come up with something special here. It'd be kind of heartbreaking for both teams to actually concede a goal late on. Atkinson, oh what a ball! Spasov, I don't think he's got the speed though. Spasov checks back, lovely footwork, into Panos. Panos with a chance, and now Szoboszlai! Yes! He applies the finish. And Bury have the lead with just 5 minutes remaining. What a swift counter-attack that was. And some wonderful footwork from Spasov initially to set it up. And then Szoboszlai with the close control. You'll see here, he just turns on a sixpence and rifles it in. More of a placement shot on the turn. An instinctive finish from the Hungarian. And he grabs his second league goal of the season with just 4 minutes plus stoppages to play. And there is the full-time whistle. What a result. Relegated Barnsley fall to Bury here at Gig Lane. We had to come under a lot of fire. We were shelled quite often in this game. And you could say that the better chances fell to Barnsley. But in the end, a real snatch and grab effort by Bury at the end. Let me know in the comments what you think of that goal. On to the next one. Right, here we go then. We've got a press conference to have before the game against Rochdale, so I thought I'd show you guys what the reporters are focusing on. So now they're asking about whether we have the quality and the squad depth to keep up this great start, and can we get ourselves a mid-table finish. And I just mentioned there that the whole squad is going to have to play a role in carrying this form over the season. Tonight saying that we had a narrow win against Barnsley, and considering going into this rivals game against Rochdale. So I've mentioned here that the close call is going to motivate us to do better. And keep in mind that in this game against Rochdale, we've mostly a rotation side, and now they're focusing on the transfer market. Will we see any more players come in? And I'm going to just mention here that we have a good squad built up now, ready for the season. I think we can cope with suspensions and injuries quite well. And head into the highlights of the game against Rochdale. You remember as well, guys, that we have played these guys last season. We're taking them on. It's caning it down at Gig Lane, but hopefully the players that have been selected by Dannzy. And we started well, and during into McDonald, the opening 10 minutes, McDonald into Fitzpatrick, and look at that for a finish from the Irishman. This is why we have this Irish influence in the rotation side this year. Just as Spasov and Szoboszlai have moved into the first 11, it's Fitzpatrick and McDonald from the academy. And then we would take a 2-0 lead, Tillmanson to Paulson, then to McDonald, lovely spin, and into Fitzpatrick, who had all the time in the world to put Bury 2-0 up. And what a game he's having. The Irishman, who can play both cam and centre forward, is making a great start to the season. And then just before the half hour, Calvin Andrew heads the ball wide. A great chance for Rochdale to pull a goal back. And then on 44 minutes, it's that man McDonald, edge of the box to Fitzpatrick, and oh, it's just so close to getting his hat-trick there. And we go in at half-time, 2 goals up thanks to Fitzpatrick and 2 assists from McDonald. As I said, the Irish influence in this rotation side, and what with Kennedy coming through as well. And then on 68 minutes, Andrew would win the ball back into Camps, his shot blocked, onto Matthew Lunt, and his shot saved by Kennedy. And then on 84 minutes, a counter-attack, and look at this ball from Latourie. A lovely ball into Ollie Lee. Ollie Lee in acres of space, in behind the defence, and lashes the ball in for the third. And just take a quick look at this. Lovely spin, and look at the technique here from the Canadian. Lovely pass from Latore. Released Ollie Lee behind the back line. And a lovely executed finish into the bottom corner. I think that's his first goal. It reminds me a bit of Alan Smith, Ollie Lee, for some reason. The player that used to play for Leeds and Manchester United, not the Arsenal player. And then on 93 minutes, they'd get a deflection here. And Morley scores, but it's offside. So, we finished the game 3-0. Let me know, guys, what you think in the comments of the Irish influence in the rotation. Let me know what you think of the performances. It's good to see Kennedy get a clean sheet. And the rotation side step up. And you just see here a couple of questions from the after-match interview. We've seen great performances from the other players. But with 2 goals to secure a win, Fitzpatrick was the hero today. Any thoughts on that? And Dannzy's going to say it's a world-class performance from Fitzpatrick. Everybody played well, but Fitzpatrick really stood out. And it says, you dealt a strong blow to your rival today. Did you prepare differently for this match? But we were primed and ready. Make sure you post your comments below and let me know what you think of the performance against Rochdale. We get one over our rivals once again. And we move on to the next game of the episode. So, some highlights to show you as we travel to the Keepmoat Stadium to take on Doncaster Rovers. And you'll see here from the graphic above, we've actually played the guys twice last year. Drew 2-2 at home and then smashed them 3-0 in April, so fairly recently actually. And Okena Bahiri is going to be the main danger man that we have to watch. They'll be smarting and probably eager to get back at us for that 3-0 demolition job that we did of them last time out. And some highlights to show you here of this game. So in the opening 6 minutes, you'll see John Taylor into James Coppinger. His ball back to Okena Bahiri is blocked, and then Fabiani makes the save but collides with Sadlier. Luckily, we don't manage to concede there. And then 13-14 minutes in, and Whiteman over to Taylor, back to Coppinger, and he'll play it into Okena Bahiri. They keep looking for him, and a wonderful stop from Fabiani, a powerful shot. And then half an hour, you'll see here, Neres can't get the ball clear. It's played into Okena Bahiri, into Taylor, and John Taylor fires Doncaster Rovers a goal up. Unfortunately, we're not able to keep the ball out this time. So, didn't score here, but set the goal up for John Taylor to score. And at half time, we really struggled to create anything. Proving to be a much more difficult game than we anticipated. Last time we were here, we won 3-0, so we fancy scoring a goal. And then just before the hour, Szoboszlai gets a bit of room, but blazes his shot over. Could have been one of those afternoons for us. Yeboah into Spasov, and then 60 minutes, you'll see Armenicus inside, cuts inside onto his left, and pushed away by Lawler. And then on 75 minutes, the ball, look at this strength from Szoboszlai. Wonderful strength and hold-up play to hold off John, and then sees the vision, lovely vision, sees the pass into Armenicus. The touch takes him away, but he rattles one off the post. So unlucky. And we could have got a draw from this game, but unfortunately, Doncaster Rovers extract some revenge, and it's a 1-0 defeat, a narrow defeat to Doncaster Rovers as we go into the final game of the episode. So we return home with the final game of the episode, the final game of August, and we're going to revert back to a 4-3-3 in this game. And you'll be able to see the graphic that we continue to show as we build up our season records. Coventry we had problems with last year, and previous results: lost in September 3-1, lost in December 2-0. So we really need to step up our performance today against a side that's given us problems in the past. Let's hope we can show that we've improved. Maybe we can be their equal and get a point here. Szoboszlai into Spasov. Early chance. And he takes it. A great finish from Dimitar Spasov. Just 5 minutes in. And you cannot give him any kind of room just inside the box like that. It's a great finish from Spasov. Held off Drysdale. And that's a really good finish. Iwula. And he's played that in. Brown. Brown with a chance here. Crosses it. Oh, and a fantastic interception from Rossi. What have Coventry got up the sleeve here? He tried near post and Thiago clears. I read that well. They're going to go short this time. Allen. Well in from McDonald. We've got him marked up really well at the moment. Coventry can't seem to find the right formula. Fabiani touches it away. And, oh, that's a disappointing goal to concede. Spasov fouled there, but nothing given. No free kick, even though we lost the ball. You'll see this here. And Drysdale comes in. He takes Spasov's ankle. He's being closely marked, as you can see. A danger man. Bakayoko, chance to break. In comes Neris. Well in, lad. Great tackle. Spasov approaching half time. Can we get a goal? Armenicus drifts inside. Oh, he's taken out there. And again, he has a nibble at him. And it's half time. As we go in 1-1. At least with our equal, we're not getting comprehensively outclassed. And we're still in this. As long as we keep performing. Yeboah. Szoboszlai. Spasov. He can't go on to his right. He's going to cut back inside. Atkinson. McDonald. Here's the link-up play. Oh, and Coventry clear it. Kelly into Wakefield. Coventry on the break. Allen. Oh, and he's picked out. Jones. Great chance here. And a good save from Fabiani. He comes to Berry's rescue again as Berry looked to break. And it's Armenicus. He's got the beating of Brown. Drysdale comes across. But is he going to get there? Oh, and he just about... And he gets there. He makes the interception. Time running out. Neris with an interception. And a good control. Fitzpatrick on the edge of the box. He finds McDonald. Chance to win it. And he does. Mark McDonald has won the game for Bury in the dying seconds. 92 minutes. And the Irish influence again. Coming off the bench this time. Fitzpatrick with a good ball in. And look at that. I think he finishes him through the legs there. Let's have a look. Low and hard. Yes, through the legs of the goalie. A fantastic finish. We did really well there. Held on well in the second half. Weathered the storm. And then took the chance at the end. Got the 3 points when we needed it. A great way to finish this episode. Let me know what you think, guys, in the comments. So a quick rundown of the transfer activity in the first window, as everything is now closed. Aldin Sejc moved to Deportes Nunoa for 1.75 million, and Chris Goslin moved to Atletico de San Luis for 2.5 million. We also signed James Angerin from the free agency, and goalkeeper Ben Trowley moved to Morecambe for 55,000. Plenty of players being linked away from Bury. We signed Coelho Pereira from the free agency and Barbosa as well. Faris Moonbagner joined Rangers in the last episode for 3.2 million. Vegard Pedersen came in from the free agency. And Oliver Gastrel joined St. Pat's for 50,000. That completes today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button and consider subscribing. Join me on Wednesday when we begin our leasing.com trophy adventure. And we also take on Bristol Rovers and Forest Green. That's on Wednesday. Until now, this is our lad signing off.